Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Okay, I think I have an audio, but that's pegging in the red. That might be a little bit better. How's that? Well, that's still red. You all hear me? It's a good level right now? Okay, cool. Thank you. Keep it red. So all the way up in there, huh? Is that good? I mean, that's like solid red pinging and everything else. Keep it red. Keep it red, you said. Okay, we'll keep it red. Let's light this rocket.
Nozzle heats up and the plastic it flows. A creation takes form as the live stream goes. Heart of a maker with a tech savvy show. Designs in the making, see the hotbed aglow. It's Shenanigans 3D on the digital stage. With each layer printed, he's the maker. The mage. Spinning gears, let's start the show. Layer by layer, we watch it grow. A twitch in time with shenanigans flow. Chaos reigns with a fiery glow. We're live, we crash. Now watch closely as the filament spins. A wild ride where the line between fails and wins. Accidental art when the plastic rebels. Shenanigans 3D, he's breaking all the levels on the edge of tech. Where the sparks may fly in the streamer's den. There's no limit to the sky. streams a gamble, roll the fiery dice, pushing limits, bending rules, not one to think twice. Heartbeat pulses with each bridge he creates, while the chats wild wonder in suspense they wait, rising with the flames in the shenanigans game, printing out the future, no two prints the same.
What is going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay. Welcome in. Royal Nubby, how are you doing, my friend? Bang red. Yes, we can bang red now. Oh, that's not working. Curza Girl, how are you today? Thank you for the quick audio check. There you go. Now we got red. Yeah, I'm using the microphone off of these right now. I went to use my lovely gift from TechJeeper over the summer there, and the batteries are dead. I was like, well, it's like, how'd that happen? So while that's charging, I was like, I tore down my other mic stuff. I'm like, what can I use? And I'm like, oh yeah, I can use these. I do have mics on these cameras, but I don't. It doesn't pick up too well. I gotta be like right up there to like a hairy eyeball. A hairy eyeball. Where'd that come from? Welcome in. Also, I slept in too. I had an alarm set for 11:45, and I ended up waking up like 10 minutes ago. And I'm laying there in bed. It's like, should I stream or should I not? I'm like, oh no, we're streaming. Yeah. So we're gonna get back to the SDR, software defined radio. We're gonna get back to that. I did take my little portable radio with me to work last night, and I was listening to the slow scan as it was going over while I was out in Pittsburgh. Hairy eyeball would work. Yeah, my grandfather used to say that to me all the time. Can't remember what content he used that in, what the meaning of it was. I don't know. Let's see, we got stream music on. Cool. Desktop audio is... All right, we're all set. All right, we're all set. Yeah, I wasn't thinking yesterday. Wasn't thinking. We were trying all those satellite programs, right? I got one. That will do a bunch of cool stuff, actually. And I don't have it downloaded on this PC. But we'll download it on this PC with another program as well. And I'll show you all how to set it up. We will be running it remotely. And this will go on to, you can also do this on the Raspberry Pi. I've done this multiple times on the Raspberry Pi. In fact, actually, if you bang Discord, if you bang YouTube, go back to it's like 3 or 4 years ago, go down to like when I started the whole thing. There is a video in there of scrapping of the whole entire process of actual capturing ISS images. And I go through the entire process. We actually capture one. So that was like, yeah, that's down the bottom. That's down the bottom of my video list. So let's get that up and running. Let's do. Oh, we need to change that monitor to. No, that's the wrong one. To that one. Da Vinci, welcome in, my friend. How are you doing? Let's pretend it's Friday. I tell you what, it's been a Monday for me, but yet also a Friday. So it's like both. It feels like a Friday because I just don't feel like, I just had that Friday feeling like, all right, we'll get this done with, go home and relax. But yet it was a Monday because. Do I have an echo? No, I guess not. Sound like I had an echo coming through here. G pure dict. Yeah, it feels like a Monday and it feels like a Friday altogether. All right, so the satellite tracking program that we should have opened up yesterday was gPredict. All right, it's an open source. It does a whole bunch of stuff. Current to go with the lead. I was hearing echoes through here. What was George up to today? I usually check in on George, but I didn't today. I came home and went right to bed. Drove all the way out to Pittsburgh for nothing. Drove out to Pittsburgh, hooked up the hose, and started to unload the truck. I got about 5 minutes into it, and then all of a sudden I got the alarm that the silo is full. Switched over to the second silo. As soon as I flipped the switch for the second silo, the alarm went off. Before I even started unloading, I was like, wow, okay. So walked up to the control room where I'm walking out across these big, massive molten kettle metal stuff and sparks flying all over the place. I really wish I could take video for y'all walking in there, but I can't. I'd probably end up in jail. But yeah, so they're like, oh, we're full. We're supposed to cancel the load. Well, you didn't cancel the load, so... Someone do you... What? You went to the doctor's day. My son's mother did that a couple months ago. I get a message saying that she's taking him to the doctor's for his daughter's appointment. Like, and it was like almost a 2-hour drive. Or when we had to take him to his doctor's, it was like 2 hours away. And yeah. I get a message saying that his doctor's visit was the next day, and here in our town. It's like, oh, that sucks. It is, exactly. He cracked his feed pail. Michael, yeah, I thought I heard an echo coming through here, but I didn't. I don't know. I'm still half asleep. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing here. What am I doing? Oh, okay, so gPredict. All right, so what we got here is gPredict. We're going to download gPredict. You can get this for your PC. It's an open source program. You can have it control your radios. All right, even if you have those little dongles, you can have it control that, and that is what we're going to be using to track satellites. You can do, which we're going to get into it when we get over into the other room. I have a satellite dish. George went to bed because of the snow. Saved your work, your watch streak. So yeah, let's open this up and get this installed. I'm going to be using an SDR program called GQRX, and with GQRX and gPredict combined, piped together, you can track satellites. You can use your gPredict to track the satellite, and it will actually control your SDR, your radio on GQRX, which is a software-defined radio. Why is this not opening? We're going to extract this because year 2025 is going to be the year that I'm organized on my PC. It's going to be my organized year. So that's in the radio. We're going to extract it in radio, and most of my stuff is all extracted into downloads, which is probably not a good thing. Yes, we are. This is going to be the year that I get organized. I got something in my eyeball. Okay, where is the application file? Right here it is. Let's open up gPredict. You can just search. You can get a SourceForge. I'm going to shrink this, and we'll bring this down over to here. So this is gPredict. This is actually that's right where the eye is. Is this the ISS right now? It's been a while since I've done this, but you can. What I do with this is I put this all on the Raspberry Pi, which I'm going to be doing. Not today. I'll probably do it like maybe tomorrow or this weekend or something. I don't know what we'll do. But anyway, this tracks, like here, right here, we're tracking G-Predict Amateur, which is, so there's like two of them. What's going on here? Close that out. Here we go. Okay. We can get this closed out. We'll go to this. So this is G-Predict. It tracks the satellites for you. These are amateur radio satellites. We need to. This is the ISS we're tracking right now. So it tells you our elevations, our slants, our range, and all that stuff. And it's completely remained dramatic. Goal completed. Oh, that was quick. What did you say? You got more than that long resolution. That says it's monitor resolution. You're at 33 screens right now. Zandy Maker Zach, how are you doing, my friend? So we're continuing what we did yesterday with the SDR. What you're seeing right here is G-Predict for amateur radio. It's an open source, free to download, but it can control your SDR. I put an antenna up yesterday after stream. I put up a horizontal V. Was it no? Yeah, horizontal V. The antenna's like this, right? Actually, I got it tuned for the 2 meter, which is probably about right there. But it's about 95 degrees from one another. Well, maybe a little bit less, but somewhere about like that, right? Okay, like that, like rabbit ears, okay? But it's in a horizontal like this. It's set like this. And the V, the center of the V here is facing south. And that gives me good reception for satellites. But this program right here, G-Predict, it tracks all the satellites, space objects. It tracks all that stuff. And what it takes, like, you can take the it pulls information from some database. It's been a while. It's been like 4 years since I played with this, but it takes that information, and with a GQRX, which is a software-defined radio, and either a dongle, I use the Hack RF1. With those combined, this information that you're seeing here on G-Predict sends information to the satellite, to the SDR, and it automatically records when a signal comes in. It shifts for the Doppler effect, but the whole automatic recording is what we need. This way I can run this and turn this on, and then anytime that satellite or whatever passes overhead, it will start recording audio of that satellite, and it'll adjust the frequency for the Doppler effect, and then once it passes, it will stop. And then when I get home from work, I can take that audio file and I can convert it and decode it, and we have pictures. I'm doing good today, my friend. How are you? All right, so we need, first of all, well, we need to get another program too. We need GQRX for Windows. All this stuff, I usually do all this stuff on Raspberry Pi. In fact, if you bang YouTube and go to my YouTube channel, scroll down through the videos for like 3 or 4 years ago, you will find you'll find a video of me explaining how to do this, showing how it's all done. So I have that's back in my start of YouTube days. So now what we're doing is we are downloading GQRX. Now you can probably do this with other softwares like the one we were using yesterday. I think you can, but this one just integrates very, very well. Can we do GQRX for Windows? Yes, we can. It's right here. Yeah, I gotta take my tree down too. That whole system back there is all down because I'm pulling the Raspberry Pi that I'm using to control all that stuff is going to be used for this project here. And we're going to continue with this project by tracking not only space objects that will be up on the screen in the back. All right, so what you're going to see today is going to be up on the screen, tracking stuff and recording stuff. But we're also going to be doing some radio. What's it called? Radio telescoping. Can't remember what it's called. We are going to point. I have a satellite dish, and we're going to make up a few different antennas for it. They're not called this. What are they called again? Anyway, we're going to be using a satellite dish, and we're going to put it. We're going to 3D print, make and 3D print a gimbal for it. So it's going to track on its own because you can with this software you can have it track stuff for you. And then we're going to point. We're going to scan the space. That's going to take a while to figure that out. I got to figure out how to build that. But that was one of my goals here for this year is to have a radio telescope. Okay, so that's downloaded. We can install that. And close that out. Oh, I need to extract it. That's why. I wasn't seeing it in my folder here. I'm like, why am I not seeing this? Extract all, browse, and we're extracting a radio. From the stuff I've been reading is the easiest one to detect. Oh, apparently I did download this before. Replace file and distraction. Yes. Oh, dang it. It extracted it into the wrong folder. Okay, well, we can do that. Protect your PC. My computer's froze. What the freak just happened? Run. Okay. Oh, you know what? My desktop does not have my stream music. There we go. We'll turn that back down. Configure devices. What device? I wonder if... Do I have that plugged in? check to make sure that my thing is plugged in because I'm wondering if I can't scan. Okay, it is plugged in. Just hit the reset button. We need that might be bad. We might not be able to use this. I have not checked. I have not checked the scan for device. See, it sounds like I just heard that whole echo and all that stuff again. It sounds like somebody is like my audio from what I'm hearing, like the music and stuff. It sounds like somebody is sitting in a room or at a desk listening to my stream, and it just sounded like somebody grabbed a hold of like they moved a microphone. It was weird. We might not be able to use this. Because it's not showing up on my device, and I can't remember if I don't have my phone. Can you use a GQRX with heck? All right. We have to install drivers. We got to build it. We got to close all this out. We have to build the directory for this. To use this. Helium. That's what I was trying to say. Helium. Oh, and damn it. You know, I remembered again, real quick, briefly, what I wanted to talk about yesterday, but I didn't. And then I remembered today on the truck. And yeah. Okay, let's see. That should be installed now. So let's see if we can get that fired up. And it's not kind of open because really select another what? It has failed to set the input device. That's what I thought. We're gonna spend half an hour trying to get this figured out. I seem to have lost my. Okay. See, it supports HackRF, it says right here. This is the first time I've used HackRF on this. Right here. See, it says support for the HackRF is provided by a library hack. That must be installed prior to So, executables, okay, we did that. Okay, I'm sorry, your package came. It's all Linux. Oh, no. There's a bunch of coding we gotta do for this. Run the command sudo app install. That's, I tell you what, that's, since we're gonna get into all that, let's back this up. Let's back up the show. Let's back up, back up. And let's do something different. We're still gonna be doing the same thing, but a different approach. Oh boy! My God, I feel like today. Oh, son of a biscuit cake! I got those soldered. Oh shoot, I don't need that. Just need that. Alright. Holy moly, guacamole. Alright, so yes, I am completely unorganized today. Deal with it. I don't even know where the heck my screwdrivers are. Hold on, I'll be right back. I think my screwdriver. I think I got a screwdriver out here. The dog's behaving. No screwdriver out here. Well, I cannot wait to be fully organized again. I don't know what happened to my screwdriver. I don't know, everybody. I don't know what happened to my screwdriver. I have one like right here. Well, let's see if I can try to do this. Make sure this is not plugged in. That's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna cut it. If it doesn't work, just cut it. All right, so that's my power supply. For my Raspberry Pi, I need the cord. Oh, that was just my printer I slammed. Okay. What's going on here? I'm all bobbleated here. What is this cut under? Oh, it's all wrapped around the printer. Okay, that should be enough. Yes, we are doing chaos. Okay, there's my power supply. We got that. I'll be right back. Holy crap. Alright, things are going to be so much better when I'm organized, because then what I could do is go and just swap out bins. Well, that's not good. Where's my little, I need a little adapter. Holy moly, I need like all kinds of stuff. We got craziness going on today. Yes, okay, so no, we don't need that. I think that one is not working. I need an adapter. Do I have one in here? No, I don't. So yes, I guess it is a Monday, isn't it? I'm like, oh, my son left a Pop-Tart there. Okay. So we got the Raspberry Pi. I need to take this little guy right here, and we need to install Raspbian onto it. But I don't know where my adapter is. I had an adapter, like one of these adapters. Well, that's not an adapter, but I had one of those. Oh, I don't need one. That's right, because this is one of those, like, I remember, because this PC that I bought does not have any kind of SD slots on it. None at all. And I remember I bought this SD reader so I can do smaller, so I can put SDs in it, and it's got a little smaller thing on there, so I don't need an adapter. Something worked today. So we take this and plug it back into computer. There we go. The blue light's on. Good. Someday we will have a stream that is, you know, predictable. Well, not predictable. That's not what I mean. That's organized. We will have an organized stream someday. When? I have no idea. Alright, so what is on that? Oh, that's Falcon Pi player. I gotta strip these wires down. I think I just broke my Raspberry Pi. Yes, the camera's gonna get washed out for a second. Okay, the pad's still there, it just became desoldered, and I just popped the solder off. That is a good thing. So what we'll do is we'll keep this one off. We will resolder some wires to it. Why is my camera getting washed out? That shouldn't be washed out. Oh, it is. You have to deal with it. There's all kinds of stuff you have to deal with today on this stream, huh? I apologize in advance for that. So we will use some of this nice wire right here. And we'll get the soldering iron turned on. What is that running? Oh, that's the air. We don't want the air one on. Turn off. You're supposed to hold both of these buttons down, and that's not turning off. What is going on today? I should just go back to bed. There we go. We're going to use this wire. Cut it down to right there. Where's my solder at? Right here. Yes, I know. I apologize. I'm sorry. On that day, you'll know I'll be replaced if I'm ever organized. I'm a lot more organized than what y'all think, than what I seem to be. Like with my job, like my work and all that stuff, I'm very, very organized with all that. very organized with my finances, very organized with all that stuff. But when I come into the stream, when I come in here, when I tinker around, then this is I just let everything go. That's what this is. This is me being like, yep, everything is let go. All right. This stream kind of really took a turn of events, didn't it? It's just kind of completely, it's like, yeah, well, we're going to do this, and this happened, and yeah. All right. Oh, my antenna is, or I should have used those wires instead of cutting that motor wire. No, that's all right. Do I have my, no, I don't have that camera turned. So what I'm doing now is I'm adding wire to my power supply so we can power the Pi off the power supply. I gotta figure out how to hook up multiple cameras to my PC. So I got 4 of these cameras. We got the one here, and then one overhead, and then on the workbench it's going to be one facing, and then one overhead. And then I'm going to have small little cameras spaced throughout the room. You just basically looking down on the printers and stuff. But I don't know how much that would handle. Multiple cameras like that. I know I don't have enough USB ports, but I have that PCI Express card that I can add. Okay, so there's one soldered. This is some pretty thick wire, that so it's taking a little bit. What am I cranked up to? I'm up to 600 degrees on this. That can't be right. That can't be 600 degrees. Okay, and that one is completely saturated in solder. Good. My mission is done with that. We need to wrap them in tape. I don't have any tape. Tech Jeeper, my friend, how are you doing? TechTuber, we started to play with around with gpredict. Have you ever play around with that program before? I don't know why I didn't think of that yesterday. But then came and ran into a problem that I could not get. I couldn't get my SDR dongle, which I use the HackRF, Hack1RF. I use that to run on Windows on GQRX because you can take GQRX plus gpredict, and you can run those two programs together, and then talk to each other. And anytime a signal passes over, you can program it to recognize that signal and record it. But I could not get Windows to recognize it for some reason. So we're going to do it a different way. We are going to install it on the Raspberry Pi. How are you doing today, my friend? I've done this before. If you go to my YouTube channel and go down to the towards the end of the videos from like 3 years ago, I actually did it this way using a Raspberry Pi, and I actually I'm actually doing the exact same thing that I explained how it's done. It's funny because I was tracking the ISS for the exact same reason. So we're just repeating history. Oh, that got hot fast. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't have a. That is now hot, and we now have our Raspberry Pi hardwired again. Yeah, gpredict is a pretty cool. All right. So that's all right. So we can go back to that. All right, so that, all right, no, that needs to be plugged back in. My microphones were completely dead when I started the stream, so that's why audio sounds different. Okay, we can turn that off. We're back. We're back. I'm not blinding you all with lights and all other flashy stuff. How's your day going, TechTuber? Well, I don't like the fact that that's like right there, like that. We definitely need, I don't know where my tape's at, but we definitely need to keep these two separated. I had tape up here. Yeah, it is, right here. Need to make sure we tape these wires. Yes, no, yes, you are hearing Scotch tape or packaging. No, what tape is? What kind of tape is this? Yes, you're hearing Scotch Magic tape to tape together exposed wire ends. I don't want to hear anything about it. It's fine. Maybe we'd have to test this one of these days, see how much electricity we can run through this stuff through this Scotch tape before it catches on fire. I just basically needed them to stay separated because they kept wanting to bunch together. Uh, get your antenna back up so you can mount your mesh static base station antenna to the mast. I want to try that. I was looking more and more into that. What you sent me there, I was like, ooh, this seems interesting. I think I looked into that before because there was some kind of little thing, LORF or LORO, whatever. I can't remember what it is. These little like mesh thingies that you can make out of little Nano 30 on this ESP32s, and you can just toss them around in your yard, and it's like they all link together. Why did my PC just do that? Okay, so the power supply, that antenna. The reason why I'm using this big power supply is because we're going to be running that RF off of this Raspberry Pi. Oh shit! I hope that works. We'll go through the setup, and if it doesn't work, I'll just have to change. I'll have to change out to my regular little mini dongle, which we should probably do over there anyway. So, but yeah, I'll get this set up for the stream. Yes. Okay. So what do we need to do? We need to go, and we are going to reflash. We got to flash the Raspberry Pi. I don't even have that installed either. Oh, you do. Oh no, it's off. It's all off. Raspberry Pi. Choose device. We are Raspberry Pi 3. Operating system. What operating system? .3D printing. I thought there was one in here. Move this off to the side here. What is? Hey, 3D Medic, how you doing, my friend? I'm trying to remember what my password is for my. Enable SSH. I need to look up my Wi-Fi. Okay. SSH is turned on. Save. All right, so we're writing it. Please insert a disk into a USB drive. What? Oh, I didn't. I mean, I do not have the rights to perform this operation. All right, format, yes, fat. Restore quick format, start. So apparently now I'm having problems. What the heck's going on here? I can't format this. Looks like we'll be trying moving on to something else. Okay, so I have another little 64 gigabyte card up here. Let's see if what's on that card. Because, you know, there is a good possibility that I already have copy Linux. I have Linux on here. What are the overlays? Adafruit, It looks like I might have Raspbian on this already, on this particular card. Yeah, this is looking like Hi-Fi Berry. Okay, so this is looking like I already have Raspbian on this card. Yeah, I do. Well, that saved me a lot, so let's go and close that out and just take that. I'm hoping my network is still the same on that card, which it should be. Go ahead and change my network. So we'll plug that in. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to move this over, and we're going to plug this into the TV. And we'll see if Raspbian's on there, and then we'll try to SSH into it. I haven't done that in a while. So I'll have to look that up. It'll be a whole new learning. It must be like, what an interesting stream this is turning out to be. Okay. So now I need to plug in my TV. I'm getting too old for this crap. Where's the cord for the TV? Is this it? I guess it is. Oh, that plugged there. What that plugging? Okay, so the TV just turned on, the Raspberry Pi just turned on, and my Bamboo just turned on. Oh. And you guys are probably not seeing anything of it. No. Okay. So, let me get back to the... change my screen around. We'll see if that boots up. And it's not booting up. We got blinking lights over on the Raspberry Pi. Right down there, you can see the blinking lights. And this is taking forever for it to boot. So that might be a problem. Got freaking filament flakes all over the place. Okay, so let's try to do this again. Let's try to reformat this thing. Yes, format the disk. It says it's unable to format. That's not doing anything back there, so that might not be the correct program. Run it as an administrator. How do we do that? It's been a while. Been quite some time. Let's try to right-click Run as administrator. Right-click on. Yeah, we're in Windows. And now it just completely took it out. Yeah, we're trying to try to format this. Let's try to format the other card. See, I have these weird things where all these little micro-sized SD cards like all become corrupt on me. When I write something to them, and they like get corrupt. But the program still stays on there. I can't change the program out. So we're going to try this one. Cool. So this one will forever be my. I guess I can put that in the little Raspberry Pi I have. Okay, so capacity 256 megabytes. That's not right. Okay, so this one is, we are formatting this one. All right, we got something actually working in stream today. Look at that. Bleepingcomputer.com. Format. So we formatted this. Yeah, this little guy wants format, but it's okay because this little guy has my X lights on it, my Falcon player on it, so I can just keep that off the side there and just use it strictly for that Falcon there. Okay. Okay, so we got that formatted. No, cancel that. Close. Let's go back into our Raspberry Pi imager. Yes, open that up. Raspberry Pi device number 3, storage. Would you like to apply OS customization settings? Yes. This is, my password is that. And the auth file is going to tell you my password. TechTuber probably knows it. Okay. Hi! How are you doing, my friend? Welcome in, Zombie. So, yes, we are imaging the Raspberry Pi, and what we're going to use the Raspberry Pi for is to track satellites as they go over the house and when they come in range, and then we're going that way because the ISS right now is transmitting slow scan television. All right, see, yeah, no, I'm on a different mic. I'm going to switch. Yeah, I got these. Some people are saying that it wasn't blowing out, but it should be connected now. Okay, I think we are good. Yes, because that will change. Thank you for letting me know that. As an awesome stream you had the other night. I passed out like at 1 o'clock. Did you make it the whole way? So we're writing at 0%. So while that's writing, and yeah, the New Year's Eve stream. Let's get into. You went to 4 o'clock. My son actually made it. My son actually made it to 12:15, or well, he made it to like a couple minutes after 12, and then he was out. He made it to 11:45, and he's like, "I'm going to bed." I'm like, "No, you're not. You're staying up. We're not going to have this." Okay, so let's get this set up. While the Raspberry Pi is writing, we'll get this set up. Well, that's not going to do anything because we got to put this on Raspberry Pi. Well, I'll show this. I'll show you all how this works. So let's go to desk. We need to configure this. You can. So this is a gpredict. 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 So this is a gpr It tracks satellites for you. Like right now, the ISS is, this might be in demo. It is. It's been a while since I played around with this. But anyway, these are our satellites. Where is the ISS right now? I don't have my phone with me to track it. It might be in real time. It is. It is. So no, all right. So this is up to date. This is up to date. The ISS is right here. Yeah, I've done those NOAAs before. I want to reach the GEOs. We're going to reach the GEOs with the antenna that we're going to build. So we're going to be building. We're building two, well, probably more antennas actually, but there's two that I want to build. One is a helix, and that is going. We're going to actually make small ones, and that's going to go onto the satellite dish that we have. That satellite dish, we're going to use it to track. We're going to build a tracking hub for it, like a motorized hub for it, that will be able to do our roll and pitch, and then we'll use that. It's going to be a different. It's going to be like a multiple kind of thing. We'll use the one to track satellites, and then we'll use the other antenna. We'll have to make a smaller antenna. But what is the helium? But I want to track and search for helium in the sky. So helium. Helium is. Oh wait, no, what's that? What the hell? What is Helium Network? There's this thing called Helium Network. Anyway, helium produces a frequency that we can pick up, and we'll be able to find it with the radio telescope. What the heck are they called? Anyway, that's what I want to do. I don't know what they're called, but I know what I want to do. We can listen for that stuff. Oh boy. How are we on? We're at 17% on our Raspberry Pi. All right. So we need to do the setup here. Configure this. Our ground station. We need to select. My town is not going to be in here, but the one near me will be. As long as we have, you know, Oh, really? TechTuber? Yeah, I typed in the frequency of helium, like the gas itself, and it pulled up all this helium stuff. I was like, what is all this helium network? What is this? So it's basically the same as all that sub-G stuff. Okay, so I got two spots here. So State College is the town that's closest to me. That's on here. It just like a 10-minute drive. It's actually where all of our main stuff is. So KCCX is our next rad. It's our radio, and then we have State College KUNV. That is my airport. So we are going to select that as our ground station. So you can see up here, we'll go to the big screen. You can see up there, that is our ground station right there, Shenanigans. And that is where I'm located on the world. And now we can add, like here's the ISS. We can track the ISS. Here's all of our passes. We can show future passes. Should we be able to show this up on the map? I must have it. So this here is important, okay? Y'all know how to read this. I can't remember what the heck this is called. The crosshair is right where you're at. Okay, that's the center point, your base station, right? And anytime a satellite that you have selected comes over here, it comes across wherever, you know, but it tells you the horizon, where to point, how to point your antenna. You have your north, east, south, and west, and then a little dot, a little plot line will come across here, and each one of these is an elevation. So when you're down here, that's like 1 degree off of the horizon. This line here is 30 degrees off the horizon, and that's 60 degrees off the horizon, and then that's 90. This in the center is 90 degrees. So if you have one that pops up right here in the center, you point that antenna straight up in the air. So you got one that goes from south to east, and it curves like that. It's going to curve because the Earth is round. You start your antenna at 0 degrees, pointing at the horizon and facing south, and then you slowly rotate to the east, and as you're doing that, you follow the plot that comes up here. So let's say it goes up to like 30 degrees, so you just kind of point your antenna up there like that, and yeah. We'll get into all of that when we start getting into automatic antenna tracking. Or satellite tracking, which this program will do. This program can also control your radio. So here's your antenna. We do not have. I do not have a rotor configuration. Okay. Configure a radio first. Layout. Fresh Rate Map View. Display ground track for 3 orbits.
Next line of sight. Our loss. Hey Robsy, how you doing, my friend? So what we're doing is we're continuing what we ended on the stream yesterday. This is G-Predict. All right, so this is a satellite tracker that can control your radio. It's able to control an antenna as well, so you can have the antenna point to the satellite or the ISS that's going over. We are installing all this on the Raspberry Pi. Right now we're installing a Raspbian onto a little SD card, and then we're gonna get the Pi going up. It's going to be back there on that monitor, so it will be running. But what we'll be able to do is, since the slow scan television isn't coming over us until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I've looked at it a couple days in advance, and it's not gonna hit me till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the mornings. So I'm not home. I was listening to it. I was listening to the signal while I was at work today on my little handheld. But anyway, we got an antenna up on the roof. We've got to get this programmed, and this will automatically record the signal as the ISS goes over top. It'll automatically record the signal, and that way when I get home, I can take that signal and we can upload that. If you want to see how it's done in advance, if you bang YouTube, go to my YouTube channel, bang YouTube, and go down to the bottom of the videos. There is one I did like about 3 or 4 years ago on this. We're at 40% writing on that. Right now, we're just getting the next ISS is in 13 hours. Oops. Okay. We have to get this set up though. Preference. It's been a while since I did this. Here, we need the TLE data. We need to update this daily. That data, that upload, the TLE, all that does is just goes and keeps all the satellite information all up to date. And that is, our sources are good. Message logs, we don't need any worry about. Message log number of formats show local time. We already have that. Our interface. This is where we select our rotors. So this interface right here, this is where we select our radios. I wonder if we can I wonder. I wonder. This is where we have our radio, like our signaling. When it comes in line of sight, or what's AO sight? I think it's when we start hearing it. Line of sight is when it is above the horizon. Well, it's got to be above the horizon to hear it. Yeah, I know that's line of sight. So this is something A of sight. This is something of sight. I can't remember what A stands for. But anyway, this controls our radio. What's predict spin Wyatt? Acquisition of signal, that's what it is. So it's loss of signal, acquisition of signal. Okay, I got that all completely whacked up. All right, so acquisition of signal is when we start detecting the signal, and that would, when we had that in that tab, when we had that click check mark in that radio tab, it starts the radio to listen, and it starts the radio to start recording. And then when we have loss of signal check, once we lose signal, the recording will stop. We should have, is not telling me my predictions here for some reason. So the ISS is going to be here like, wait a minute. The way that's moving, it's going to be here in like an hour or so. That can't be right. Somebody needs it. TechJeep, are you in here? Somebody needs to check the next. If anybody else in here knows how. What the? Or Leo. Okay, this is not good. I gotta go. There is like a gallon of blood all over my freaking living room floor from my dog. I gotta go. Sorry.